And this is where one of the products that I'm very interested in.
Easy Sand. This is probably in the UK now one of our best, if not our best-selling product that we actually do. Flow grade putty, as they refer to in the US. In the UK, we tend to refer to these sort of products as a stopper. Very, very fine filling properties. Leaves a very, very smooth, flush surface. It self-levels. So obviously on a surface such as a nice horizontal surface, it will self-level itself out.
Yeah.
You're looking at being able to achieve, although we achieved here obviously with the Rage Ultra, a very, very fine surface finish.
Dude, I'd say
we're
that's
looking
really
at improving on that again and getting a surface finish that's close to that of a finished primer.
Wow. Okay.
So once again, the emphasis here is on getting the good finish, minimising the amount of primer that's going to be required to finish the repair.
So you would turn your primer into a sealer, and you'd go one coat and you're done.
Now, comparing this to competitors, there are competitive products on the market. You've probably heard of the biggest selling one that's on the market, whatever they might be. I'm not going to refer to any particular brand.
Well,
there are several glaze type products on the market.
Yes.
I've got to say most of them have originated from copies. And one thing
that does not surprise me.
Evercoat product.
So Evercoat company then is more of a shepherd rather than a sheep.
Ah, yes.
Yeah,
Come back to that in a minute.
Yeah, man, yeah. Fucking we get that all the time.
So Easy Sand, if we compare it to probably the largest selling comparable products in the UK, all I'm going to say is, bear in mind when you start looking at things like cost and price, which is something we've not even discussed here today because we're looking at beyond the price of the product, at the quality of the product, what you can achieve, the standard repair, and how you repair and remove, how you improve on your process time. You get twice as much in one of these pump containers as you do with the leading product in their typical packaging.
Yes.
Okay. You actually get 880 mils here. In a similar product, you might be used to seeing 440. Comes in a pump container,
which is quite unique in itself.
Unique to us. A little bit novel, a little bit different. Small aperture, small orifice.
Yeah.
Less risk of contamination. Obviously, the cap is attached, so hopefully gives it good longevity.
They're sort of everything Evercoat.
Absolutely. Right, let's get some of this out. Mixing ratios, once again, if this was a sort of 2-inch puddle, we'd be going halfway across the diameter with the hardener. For what we're going to do, we're going to add a little bit more to that for this.
That pump setup is really sweet. That is like, it's things like that that set companies apart.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean? Thinking outside the box. There it goes.
So, hardener, once again. Nice ribbon of hardener across the centre of the product.
Being blue, easy for identification.
Once again, easy identification. The mixing, obviously this one's a little bit looser. It's more like mixing a cream.
So what you're basically saying is if you're a baker, you can use these products.
Yeah, I don't know if you want to eat them, but yeah.
I'll tell you what, some of them look good enough to eat. That Fibre Tech is definitely one of them.
I think you like the Fibre Tech.
I love that Fibre Tech, man. The Fibre Tech and the Rage are like
Rage Ultra
on my list at the moment. Yeah, man, really, really good.
I mean, where you're not going to find these products, you're not going to find these in a hobbyist centre or your typical sort of where you would go and buy maybe a bulb or some product for your car at the weekend from the retail industry.
Yeah, it's professional grade stuff, right? Yeah.
Once again, you can see I'm using that squeezing motion, expelling the air, squeezing the air out as we're mixing. And it's the little things like this that make the difference by taking a little bit of time over your mixing and thinking about what you're doing, removing the air, minimising the chance of pinholing. And you notice we've not even talked about pinholes yet, we've not come across any.
No.
Another little hint and tip. You'll notice there, I've stopped and I've cleaned my spreader before application. The reason for that is, 9 times out of 10, you'll notice when you look at your spreader, the product you've got on there, you'll have some unmixed product in there. You don't want that to get into your repair. You'll end up with a soft or a sweet spot that'll have to be dug out and refilled. More process. So, once again, a little tip there, clean your spreader before you go for application. Application, just like the other products previously, we're going to start with a very small amount and we're going to work it.
I just want to say as well,
the middle out, the entire repair area.
This wasn't feathered out. The repair wasn't like if
this
you've
is
got
just
a hole
clear coat again.
You know what I mean? It was like a bloody hell, a chip, shall we say? But we didn't feather out the chip like
no,
we would normally.
The chip in the centre, I did feather by hand.
Did you give it a little tickle?
I did. We want to make sure we get good adhesion there.
Indeed.
If the paint was completely broken, looked like it was going to fail, it was going to peel back or something, then we'd have to go for a feather edge, possibly down to the bare substrate.
Yeah.
Problem is, when you expose the bare metal, you're exposing it to the elements around us. Now, as much as we'd like to, we can't really control the environment around us as well as we'd like to.
But these products are fit for direct metal use.
They are fit for application direct to metal. It's when you start getting into the realms of applying them into clear coats, is when you start needing the premium resins, the high adhesion additives that we use.
Look at it's
to
the
ensure
spreading technique that amazes me.
Well, what I'm trying to do, you notice I'm spreading. I'll just slow down. We'll do it a couple more times. I'm spreading around the edge of the repair because I want to keep the build in the centre.
Yeah.
So just by slightly tapering the angle of the spreader.
Yep. Yeah, we can talk about angles. We'll do a Q&A session and answer anything you guys may want to know. Or,
once again, you notice I feathered the edge. I'm not leaving too hard an edge around the outside. It's little things you can do now.
me, doesn't he?
After we've applied this, I chat a lot, don't I? Maybe it's my nerves.
It's because you're a frigging Cockney, man. That's why. But there's nothing wrong with Cockneys before you lot start frigging messaging me.
So some of that let's stick up for me.
Yeah.
Right. I'm going to come to it. You can see now the product, the gloss to the surface, it's starting to flow out nicely. We've got the build in the centre where we want it. Yeah. This repair, once again, will finish similar to the Rage Ultra.
Look at that. You can
240 finish.
Doing it before your eyes, man.
Let's have a look at this again. Just this product before we waste any of this product. We'll whip some air into it.
Here we go.
Because
Victoria sponge.
Absolutely. We can get pinholes. Even I can get pinholes. Getting them isn't a problem, it's how we deal with them afterwards.
Yeah.
Or what we can do to deal with them. But if we can minimise it or prevent it in the first place, all the better. So nicely whipped up, lots of air in there. Here's a typical application that I see on quite a regular basis. You get some product. We go like this. And
there's the air.
you drag it out like that.
There's the air.
Then you might, if you're a bit conscious, maybe taper the edges a little bit. Some people don't. I'll even see things like this.
Oh God, yes.
Commonly.
Yeah.
Now what we'll do is, as an interesting exercise, we'll leave that inappropriate application there.
Yeah.
When we sand the repair we have over here, we'll break the surface of that open at the same time, and we'll see just what the results are.
Indeed, right. Let's let it cure and
8 minutes, we're back to sanding that.
sweet spot.